Me not gentle. The political hot goose. You see, don't for me, you the fry. I for don't buy you the nyaka nyaka. This na the Hot Goose Network television. Me not gentle. The political hot goose. You see, don't for me, you the fry. I for don't buy you the nyaka nyaka. Today, me fumble them. Na February the 11, I think the 12th. February the 12th, 2022. Me family today the hot goose they come for them part two sensitive issues them. One, the hot goose they for them part the reason, the issue of Sidi Yayah Tunis in arrest, and the reason when a very sensitive and technical reason behind that arrest, where maybe Sierra Leoneans they not be understand, but the hot goose now no more they make for let people they understand clearly why they arrest Sidi Yayah Tunis and why it be important for let the police arrest Sidi Yayah Tunis. And also the hot goose they can commend the swift action where the Ministry of Trade they don't begin take for make sure say them put the businessman then to track, and also for less Reunions they know say the president BO in government don't do all what it takes and don't do very well for make sure say they help Salon people. But now they talk about Sidi Yayah Tunis in arrest, why not the best thing where government do, why the police they do the right thing, why it be necessary, and why it dangerous. That statement where Sidi Yayah Tunis give. And Famulem, we all know say from where President Talk and Obio don't win that elections in a saloon, APC they not sit down. APC they know the lead up. APC they do every damn thing for make sure say they bring propaganda, they bring confusion, don't bring violence. And elections na democratic process. Now APC be conduct the elections. When we go into democratic process where we don't win, the one we win, nine don't win. The one we lost, if we go back to the drawing board and pick shape and see how you will able to help yourself the next election time. But with the APC, they been say, oh, let them bring peace. We don't need for bring peace because not to war we've been deeper. Not to war the effect where one person win. Not to be war now election, a democratic process. Where they go there, either you win or you lost. And now APC will conduct the elections. So just because they be want create issues. And now we be done here where APC, they be done begin to the line. Now all the West African countries them, we don't lead violence. They don't put up for violence, and at the end of the day, that violence turned out to become military coup, where the African Union, they not get Mano River Union, they not get nothing for let them do, for let them reverse that thing that the way we don't happen in Mali, na Guinea, now na Burkina Faso. And a trend where they don't begin see the APC, they think say, because they don't get nothing where they don't land, they hungry belly for power. They're ready for thief because President Bio don't catch them for thief. Everything where they don't catch them, then they do when a bad, they want bring them back to the government. And this make the one cause mayhem and one cause confusion. Now we hear that they Sidi Yayah Tunis because he immatured, because he not get better experience, because he naive, because he weak, because he not sensitive enough. We see say Sidi Yayah Tunis, a grab, he go na 98.1. It goes scatter the secrets where APC be don't build. And it goes make a statement. Not to all what Sidi Yayah Tunis talk inside that statement, they will make police and catch them, according to the Hot Goose Network investigation. According to the Hot Goose Network investigation, and they talk now not to as PRO of the SLP North America region, and they talk as an objective media influencer when a gentle under the Hot Goose Network. You when they watch now YouTube, subscribe and share. You where they watch now Facebook, subscribe and share, and you where they watch, you where they listen now audio way down now for sharing to your brothers and sisters. Now that statement where Sidi Yayah Tunis give, it gets some very serious security undertone. It gets some serious security threat inside it. Because they don't sit down, they don't decide, say, now A, B, and C, then they do. They don't bring that security technique. Sidi Yayah Tunis, it not be because you not mature, you not get experience. It go talk na 98.1. But all what Sidi Yayah Tunis say, the most important thing where they inside that statement will make the police, according to the Hot Goose Network investigation and opinion, will make the police invite Sidi Yayah Tunis is the use of level 3. But me family, me mama, me for me auntie where they na balamuya, me granny where they na tiu, they don't understand what's the meaning of level 3. Because we always they talk, some people then they make a fun, some people then they make a political joke, some people then they make a say na empty talk, na empty bluff. But that talk we see the Yayah Tunis talk is a well-informed talk, well-organized talk, well-orchestrated talk. Now something where APC don't sit down and don't decide as to how then they bring mayhem in that country, either before elections or during elections or immediately after elections, because APC no say they're not going for win that elections in 2024. They no say that they lost. And 2024, now we will conduct elections because Pakaba, they will be disturbed. It push 1 year. And Eskoroma, Ebola been disturbed according to her. It put 1 year. So Madabiyo, where Corona don't hamburger more than 1 year. And like the whole war, we don't try very well. I think we need for them 1 more year. Let it done, wait till it don't plan, and for that country they way good. So 2024, the Hot Goose Network in your projection, now we get elections, national elections. Now, this is not the plan that we APC get because they're not going to win elections. So now for cause mayhem. And mind you, inside this plan here, the Mano River Union, they handed it. Why are they talk so? Madina Wese, when are the Secretary General of the Mano River Union, the Secretary, na Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in your adopted daughter. And Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, he gets say inside Mano River Union, and most of them when they did it, these are corrupt people, where they all been done there together with an Eskroma, where they be don't plan bad in them, where they be change constitution. The Guinea Union is succeed, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf succeed, and Eskroma not be run out of luck. So now they still want to make a havoc. When they go don't cause the havoc, then they will use Mano River Union for let them come in Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and in that in adopted daughter, what they call Madina Wese, then create a situation wherein they can quell them down and then try for make sure say they unseat President Tokanubio in legitimate government, in a democratic government. Then they make Yuki, then the team FIBA like Mali, Senegal, Mali, I call them. And now the country there, like how they don't do. Guinea and Burkina Faso. Now, let's tell you the danger of this thing where they call level 3. Level 3 na security language. Level 3 na military and police language. Whenever the military or the police, they don't do all kinds of things for protect life and property. Whenever the military they at war, they don't pull all kinds of strategy for fight the war or for try for solve them or for try for stop them. The last and most fearful level where they put, when at the level where they lead to violence, now they call level 3. So we see the military or police talk say now they apply level 3, meaning na facts then they count it. So the meaning of level 3 na facts, na violence, na security situation. We don't reach that level 3, meaning you know able to manage at all, pass on effect. So we see the military say they go on level 3 now, meaning they don't do all kinds of strategy for manage a conflict or for manage an issue. So the best thing they don't try for negotiate, you know, work. Like for example, if Walker, they don't try for negotiate, you know, work. They don't try for bring all man together. So the last resort now for let them go fight. Then at the level 3, we are in about it, na fight, na lala, na violence. So in that case, we see the Yayah Tunis, they use a level 3, meaning the APC party. Now they plan that one the way they don't set. We see the Yayah Tunis don't pull na do. Now for let them use level 3 and level 3 statement. Now an insightful statement where they lead to violence and violence where they lead to a coup d'etat. Violence where they lead to mutiny. If na soldier man they able influence, meaning reaching level 3 when they implement a very horrible violence, a very fierce violence. When all man they come on the street, now that makes Sidi Yayah Tunis they say, then they mobilize the people left. But when elections they come, nobody know they mobilize somebody for elections. You they sensitize people. That's the election language. You they educate voters. There has been no language in elections inside NEC where they say mobilize voters. You don't mobilize voters. You sensitize voters. You encourage voters for go vote. You they educate voters. That means they call voter education, voter sensitization, voter encouragement, so that they don't go get voter apathy. But for let's say they mobilize, meaning they gather them and mobilize them, they take them from every school, a class of work, every side where you go and put them for bring them together for execute a specific plan. Then a mobilization. Bringing people together from different classes for execute a well-organized specific plan I don't set. So if now Sidi Yayah Tunis they say, then they mobilize the supporters all over the country. And when I remember they don't get the AFAF group there with them, they call tagmen, the corps, they don't get the young group there, they don't set, where they say the media group there, but that's a lie. When I know they read it again also, when election cards, these are the remand the way they use, like how they be using now Kwenadugu. So these are the people that they talk about. And that level 3 where they talk about, when I mind you, well, I'm not going to say it will happen within the military and the police because then they serve the nation. But we're not going to underrate anything in other country there because it don't happen in other country then. Wherein, even in a saloon, it don't happen with the military. Where APC, they use level 3, where they use the military, they can overthrow Pakaba when have been government with saloon people they vote for, and which was wrong, which was not correct. So this statement we see the Yayah Tunis giving a very serious statement. Now security language, now military language, now policeman language for go into war, for go into violence at level 3. Where policeman and soldier man say we are applying the level 3, meaning na fet we they go fet. So now APC mean that this are the reason where the whole Sidi Yayah Tunis they arrest her, they go investigate her. You will not be understand. You think say they just hold them, APC they are they just hold with people they no more. It's not possible. You go sit down no more and say, well, we'll get for educating people there for let them can vote. Let we pull them government apart. They go hold you. Now lie. Now that language, that level 3 language, they back her up with mobilization of people. Now this nice sensitive we make according to the Hot Goose Network, police they catch up, and it's very serious. And the responsibility of police now for protect life and property. Now Sidi Yayah Tunis a good now they don't hold them. Let we hear thing in that country. When we hear thing that the entire executive will go bail of the APC, that they're responsible because Sidi Yayah Tunis they represent the entire APC executive. Sidi Yayah Tunis not they talk nothing where APC don't know because according to the political party constitution, anything where the PRO they go talk when are on the party, when a sensitive team, they don't discuss with the chairman and leader when an Eskoruma, they don't discuss with the entire party executive. Now the voice they go talk. Now then at their own voice. Now in the talk for them. So whatever Sidi Yayah Tunis talk, now so APC don't plan. So now police don't go investigate them. They don't go take statement. They don't put on a book. They don't state on it clearly that they don't mention level 3 and the police know what's at the meaning of level 3. So measure a level 3 city not to police, not to soldier. You know one day join police, one day join soldier. I don't know if they be rebel. Maybe they know the language, but for the fact that he used that language at this point in time, when we don't get the examples, there is a plan. But now, this government very smart. The police are very smart. For the fact that they don't bust them ball, una the APC and the hala all over the place. So now the meaning of level 3, yeah? Now a serious and very harsh violence where they lead to coup d'etat. If the civilian then they apply level 3, then they apply extreme violence where they lead to coup d'etat because they don't get gone at that moment. So when the violence go down there now, so much so that it will become uncontrollable, then at that time the soldier man and they come inside. Then they come for say, well, then they come for bring stability. So in that case, whatever arrangement they don't make, the soldier they can overthrow, they can they do now then other African countries. Then. And even if Mano River Union can they, when I remember say Johnson Salif, Nina being an Eskroma in girlfriend, and at the all the parties game, they don't come to an Eskroma severally. And an Eskroma, they all they collaborate, they all they work together. So this now the reason where they arrest, according to the Hot Goose Network, they arrest Sidi Yayah Tunis. And they talk as gentle, and not they talk as PRO of SLPP, I know they talk represent SLPP and then platform, when at the Hot Goods Network platform, and they talk as objective Sierra Leone. Of course, we know say me that a very investigative activist. Of course, we know nothing that they hype for me. So this is not the reason, and it's a very serious reason. Sierra Leone they're not ready for tolerate. Now God make this country where we did the police, they're very smart. This particular police, where President Bio don't develop, they're very intelligent and smart. And this government very proactive and smart. Now for save Salone people, for save the life of innocent Sierra Leone. APC they don't care. They go kill all man for learn more that kind of power. Hence they not in the power. They for Ibalala. So now that one day they mean by level 3. We see the talk. Now then they make the whole liar. Now anything happen, the entire APC they're responsible. Now they the whole. So that's not the situation that one day. Now, very quickly, before I left una today, I know the tell with una. I tell the Ministry of Trade plenty thank you, but this kind move where they take, now move where they for don't take before this time. Because even the rest will get, Madabio don't pull all tax panel. The flour, no tax, no day. All the cement, the Madabio don't pull tax day. For no more, they able to satisfy Sierra Leoneans them, because not to government they bring rest. And Salon no they plant rest. Therefore, now Salon don't begin plant rest. We matter you don't make their own chiefdom farms them. Where 40% of the food they now they eat now from Sierra Leone. But the 60% when a large number, now people the way that they bring rest. So if President Biobi don't talk say no tax no they again Paris, meaning it clear that if now 100,000 you be the pay tax to government for one bag rest, government say that 100,000 not give you again. Because if now that 100,000 be the pay government for one bag rest as tax. Now that they make where the businessman they can sell and give you, it they add the 100,000 for let pull money. Now you make rest the there. But now government say no, not bring her again. So at the end of the day, if you they sell restaurant the 200,000 because of that 100,000, if government say not bring that tax again, that 100,000 day, now government don't subsidize them for Sierra Leoneans. They say when me are they pay for me people, anybody will buy one bag rest, that 100,000 the government they pay for you. So meaning you when they sell the restaurant the 200,000, if you reduce another to 100,000, because the balance 100,000, government don't pay for that man when they go buy. Now this President Bio do where he pull tax per government, per rest and other businesses. But when they find out say the businessman then they still sell the stuff exactly how they and they answer. Who side the problem in there? But thank God I don't see say this deputy minister we don't come. This Aisata. They don't begin encourage the minister. They don't begin jump out there. Although people then they laugh and say that the wrong thing, that the right thing that they do. Because this sabotage don't plenty. This thing not good. If you know say they don't put price on there, they still is and government need for go close on a shop. For let them go call and say, una can't give account. Una can't hold meeting. For una reduce their cost, they don't reduce tax per una. Una they pay tax, they una don't pay sell low. No. I don't know, maybe certain money be the government businessman they be the past money trade some side for let them lock them out because the Ministry of Trade forgets trade monitors where they for the pass shop to shop for let them monitor. In fact, I recommend say every store, every shop where they don't get another country, President you don't reduce the tax or they don't pull the tax. Let the Ministry of Trade go sit down there. Let them do price tag. Let them arrange prices of every good. Let them announce. Let them not just talk like other minister go to map talk. Let them talk and the deputy minister do encourage the minister. Una really make sure say una talk on their prices and they una read on a radio, una read on a news, una doing a social media. Let us read that. When people say they go to that shop for go buy rest. If they talk say cement, for example, na 90,000, you go tell and say na 100,000. Let not agree. Let it take a let halala candy, let police candy, let confusion can let all see, let them video up, let them know say that person they do that. So if that businessman don't go take money, he don't go give any quarter for let them lock them out, let them make like they don't understand for punish Sierra Leoneans. That person where they hold that businessman, if they expose that person for getting money back. But this thing needs to stop. I'm so glad where the deputy minister of trade and the minister of trade, whether they go talk to them. And the same APC back don't begin to say, they don't for do that one day. But now this APC, they say prices of goods and there, the people that they suffer. Now government don't put price down. Then they say, well, if government don't say it don't pull all taxes. Now lie, they don't pull no tax. Why the price is still up? Well, government don't try now for implement a pattern for let everybody believe say yes, they don't pull that tax, not to lie the life at it. And when they see on a video, why APC the vex now say, hey, but what's made they go to people there to the shop for locker? Would I don't see how APC they don't like that country? They want to let the worst thing happen. Madam, you don't pull tax. APC say na lie. You don't put tax per rice. You don't put tax per flour. You don't put tax per cement. You don't put tax per iron rod. Now that make the price they go up. Now the Ministry of Trade don't go now. They don't jump down at the store there. They don't enter the store there where they even sell fake food there to people. They don't go there for no saying that. Then people here for reduce the cost. APC say they not for good. So una don't see who that like in another country there. And Sylvia Blythe be talk about spiritual issue. Well, maybe President Bio na that make I always tell you say you na paramount chief pikin. That talk where Sylvia Blythe talk, it will be a very sensitive talk. The spiritual issue here is we all know say an Eskroma and Babalao specialist. We all know say APC that they're very fearful in Babalao business. Every now and then they go up and down for do juju. And Mother Bio don't walk. That talk with that woman talk so, not to joke. Mother Bio don't do plenty work. But the juju and the juju, the Morima people, the hearts in that country, it they be like say, Mother Bio they work so. It they be like say the man no they work. Free education, where they been feel say no they ever be. Madam, you don't bring her. Pensioner, they wanna see the lights, wanna see the road them all over the country, even at the north. You look now Magwe Bridge, Mabam Bridge, all over the country. Look Lumley Bridge. Everything Madam you do, we they see alive, but then they do juju work, then they do fetish for let people they make as if Madam you know they do nothing. It's a very serious thing. That one where that woman talk. Una listen up very carefully. It's spiritual. So let me say all the pastors in the country, the imam, they do want to come together and pray to the government. Because this government, it don't work past only 11 years where an Eskroma don't work. Every day, Madam, you will see the example. Look the judiciary review. 1,013 people in another country, they where APC, they don't jail. They don't put in a prison. They don't even get their case file. They don't lie for them. Madam, you don't investigate all that case. You go understand if you family for that situation. Now you go know what to the talk. Now you go know what Madam you they do. It's good for that country. Now they don't put what yesterday back they put plenty. See they say the people they don't like for them trade. These are the good things. But APC they do more work for less salon people they don't know. Let them go they vex. And what is even by the people to so? You know, I know they agree with this woman in many cases, but certain sensitive things that they mean a person were very smart and they pick them up. That spiritual business will not play with her because how they rule. That's so APC then I juju them believe. But the best way I will always encourage the pastors them. We not continue for pray against principalities and powers. We not pray against principalities and powers. But let I tell you now, Mother Bio is the apple of God's eyes. God talk inside the book of Psalm 105 verse 15. It says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. But if you put God in word, you touch in anointed. When a president talk and you. The Bible don't warn you. It says you will still put in word. Inside Isaiah chapter 49, verse 25 to 26. The Bible says, it says, I will, it says, whosoever that contend with you, meaning whosoever that fights you, whosoever that struggle with you, whosoever that challenges you, it says, I will contend with them. God said they contend with them, they challenge you them. It says, I will feed them with their flesh, they will be drunk with their own blood. That's what you get for happen with APC. Everything where they plan, it will go up to them. Because the Bible talk inside the book of Proverbs chapter 11, verse 8. He said, I will deliver the righteous. He said, and the wicked will be in his stead. So God they deliver Sierra Leone because Sierra Leone is the righteous. God they deliver President Tokanubio and they make a win back. Everything where they plan against that. And the one they win at the wicked one, they win at the APC them. Now then they go into the same pit where they dig for Salon people them or for President Bio, the new direction government for left for Donde. Now then they for Donde, they remain in opposition now and forevermore. Thank you very much, President Tokanubio, for the good thing. But do ya, we now be the pray, we now continue for pray back. Don't continue for prayer and fast because the evil one they don't grab. The Morema they don't sit down. APC they all over the place. Samura Kamara they all over the place. They don't sit that country with Morema work because they want kind of power. Every good thing Madam they do, then they make for let be like say you know they do good. Look the electricity. Every sign of the country. That man inside 3 years we not see what Madam you don't do. And it's come 11 years. He get anything for point out. All the job they look the anti-corruption building. Bibi Gwang Madam you don't build. You not even done for bill like it too. Look the city council building. Any building no more, any work no more, they say na APC be done the one. Why will not be here? 11 years on another one now. So that juju, what they do, una pray. Pastor Mahmoud, una continue. Pastors, they una continue for whole, una come together, body of Christ, una continue for pray for that nation. Let God continue for make President Bio continue for make Salon remain sexy and attractive. Me na gentle, the political hot goose. You sit up on me, you fry. And 2024, Madam Bio the win. The slogan right now, where are they encourage every Sierra Leonean and SLPP supporters them. Each one bring one. Each one bring one. Every member, when I go talk to people them, whether on the fence, whether in other political party, when I make a party, everybody one person until election. Bella convince her with the good job President Bio they do for let able vote for this president here, so that Salon will continue for remain sexy and attractive. Each one bring one, no runoff, no rally. Mother Bio they beat them like fishball. Me na gentle. Me family them. Una share. Let's serious Sierra Leoneans in here.
Network TV.